All right, you guys. So I have an interesting topic today, and I think this is actually a little bit different. This is really more of an open discussion where we kind of conversate, and I'm gonna go through this with you guys because I have been sitting here for like 20 minutes trying to figure out how this could work and how to make sense of this. But I received a comment on yesterday's video from This Is Whiskey here. She's a subscriber of the channel, and I think she's been subscribed for a bit, and she usually contributes some very positive comments down below. And she commented this theory that she kind of had, and so I'm going to read a little bit of it here for you guys. So she said that she was watching one of Warren Cole's Steamly autograph signings, and Steamly is this app where you go watch live streams of your favorite actors and stuff like that, and they'll sign stuff live and send it out to you guys. And so Warren Cole is obviously the actor behind Commander Philip Graves, and one of his fans apparently asked him if he was going to be playing or acting or appearing as Commander Graves in Modern Warfare 4. Now, this is Whiskey here apparently I think she was part of the Steamly, she was watching it, and she said that Warren Cole stated that he couldn't say yes or no, but the way he said it kind of made it sound like Graves was going to be returning in some shape or form in Modern Warfare 4. Now, what's interesting here is I almost had no hope that Graves was going to return in MW4 just because of the way that MW3 ended and the way that it was kind of set up. I think Graves is definitely one of the most popular characters to come out of the world of the rebooted Modern Warfare trilogy. And he has a certain charisma, and he's very just savage and cool and dope. I like him a lot, as you guys know. It's one of my favorite characters in Call of Duty. But there's still so much unfinished between him and Alejandro and Las Almas, and just a lot of stuff that could happen in the future with other titles and other people kind of taking center stage. So I don't know if killing him or getting rid of him would be the best choice. And so I didn't know if he was going to have such a big role in MW4 because we know from the leaks that the game is going to be taking place in Korea. It's going to feature Task Force 141, Price, kind of fighting over there, trying to stop Makarov from doing stuff. Maybe Makarov teamed up with some people in Korea and he's, planting false flag attacks. You got the Demon Dogs coming into play as well for the American element and probably helping around the globe and helping with other things as, maybe World War III is beginning to erupt. And so with all of these moving parts and all of these other playable characters and introducing new characters and stuff like that, I didn't think that there was going to be any room for Commander Graves, just like I don't think there's going to be any room for Alejandro Vargas or anyone else because of the way the story is going, right? That's why I also don't think there should be any room for Farah Kareem or the ULF. So with all of this, it was just very difficult for me to find any angle or find a reason for Commander Graves to return. But This Is Whiskey here, she has this theory here where she said that we know Captain Price killed Shepard, but before Shepard's death, he was in a court case with Commander Philip Graves over the blue on blue crime over in Las Almas. Now, with the death of General Shepard and the government clearing both General Shepard and Graves after the court case, no one will suspect that Captain Price actually killed General Shepard. And there's a possibility that Graves would be a main murder suspect because of his history with General Shepard. And because of this, Price and maybe Laswell kind of got together, orchestrated this hit on Shepard to get rid of him, and then maybe we'll pin it on Commander Graves and blame him for the murder of this 4-star general, not 5, I apologize for that, 4-star general. And because of that, now Graves is going to be in the hot seat, or Graves is going to be on the run for murder, or Graves is going to, you know what I mean? Like something might happen here that relates to Shepard's death, and now Graves might be the one on the hook for it. And I think that would show how ruthless, truly how ruthless and self-serving maybe the CIA could be in the world of modern warfare. I think it could also show the ruthlessness and a descent maybe of darkness or madness of Captain Price and the toll that all of this has had on him over the last few games, because now he's also blurring that line, blurring that gray line even more, and now blaming somebody or pinning the murder of someone on somebody else, which he knows could do serious jail time, or he knows could be really, really bad. Obviously, killing a 4-star general of the United States, no matter what, is a pretty big thing. It's infiltrating his place as well. So, if somehow, and I believe that the CIA and Kate Laswell would be able to pull off a frame job and frame this on Commander Graves, and this would give a motive to show Commander Graves in Modern Warfare 4, maybe in a flashback, maybe in a prison cell, maybe in a conversation or something like that, right? Like this opens up a few things for what's going on. Maybe they blame it on Graves, they go grab Graves, they put him in a prison, and then this whole thing with Makarov starts going crazy. World War War 3 is about to happen. Price is over there in Korea with Task Force 141. Demon Dogs is somewhere else doing something completely different. And then Kate Laswell is running out of options, and she needs somebody to completely blur the lines. They need somebody needs to do something that is so fucked up and so crazy that this is the only way to win the war or the only way to stop the war from happening. And she turns to somebody in prison, Commander Graves, and tells him, hey, you know what? You did a lot of fucked up shit in your life. This is your opportunity to come help us. We need you and the Shadow Company to do something completely off the books. Nobody can find out, and I will get you out of here. I will get you out of prison or whatever the case if you return to help me with this specific problem that I have. It's like the two of the lesser evils, and you know what I mean? So I don't know honestly if this even makes sense. I don't know if this is even, like good, but I know that this comment really got me thinking, and I slept on it. I woke up thinking on it, and sometimes there's something that you can't get out of your head unless you put it into words or we talk about it here on the channel. And I really couldn't stop thinking about it. It is an interesting thing. Maybe you don't go the route that I kind of put here, and maybe I went off, I went off the rails. But having Kate Laswell and Price orchestrate the murder of Shepard and then pin it on somebody else, like Commander Graves, could open up a world of possibilities for the game. That is a very good theory. I think it's very interesting, and if Commander Graves is going to return in MW4 in any capacity, whether it's for one scene or two scenes or a flashback, this could be a way of doing it. Now, we don't know everything that's going to happen in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4. We know what we have from the leaks, and the leaks stated that there was only going to be two playable factions, Demon Dogs and Task Force 141. That could be right, or that could be very wrong. Maybe you have Demon Dogs, maybe you have Task Force 141, and maybe you also have Shadow Company coming in for something else, right? That could be something that happens. And honestly, if we do have Shadow Company, or we do have a playable section or two with Shadow Company, I hope that it's grounded on the boots and not like something in the air and shooting from above like we've done in the past. So this is interesting. I wanted to open up this conversation. What if Graves is blamed for the death of General Shepard, seeing that they had history, seeing that there was a lot of stuff going on, seeing how Kate Laswell was disappointed that they were both found basically not guilty. And, Graves, there's a lot of shit that Graves has done that I would think Kate Laswell, Price, and everyone else would really want him dead, would really want him gone, or would at least want him behind bars. So I wouldn't put it past them to do something real fucked up and put the blame on him, because obviously he isn't blameless. There's a lot of stuff that maybe he needs to answer for, and they think, okay, well, we'll pin this murder on him and put him in prison for all the countless murders that he's done where he has gotten away with it, right? So I don't know. Interesting thing to think about. Don't take it too serious. What are your thoughts down in the comments below?